From HBCU to Power 5, now to the NFL, what has been most helpful to you during this NFL process?
I would say each step been the most helpful for me. Cause a lot of different perspectives, it's a lot of different viewpoints and different aspects of life, and I feel like everything, you gotta go through, everything, every moment you gotta live through, and each of those are building blocks to help you throughout whatever situation you're in, and help you be thankful also.
Sure. What happened with the finger, and what was that whole episode like for you?
I don't know. You can look online and see what my finger looked like if you want. I'm sure they got the details on there. I don't know. My pinky was just like, I put it in my hand warmer. I'm like, why is my pinky not getting cold? I mean, why is it not getting warm? Then, like, I threw Quinshawn like a little route down there. Then it like kind of was a little high. And I was like, dang. So then it was over with. And then I did everything, to come back because I didn't want to put like Dylan in a bad situation, like since when I was a 2. And like it's tough. It's tough to play that role because you don't get reps, you don't get anything. And I was talking to him, I said, bro, my bad, bro, for putting you in that situation, because it's not ideal and I want, him to be prepared whenever he was out there, so that's really how all that went.
Did it bug you in the second half at all with the bandage on it?
At that point, like, I just had to accept fate. I just accepted, like, okay, this what it is. I can't think about it. I can't, like, complain about it.
Were you unable to throw the deep ball because it's picky?
Nah, I don't think. Nah.
What did you see in the Bills?
I wouldn't have came back if I couldn't throw.
What did you see in the Bills' offense on tape that played to your advantage? It seemed like you was in a rhythm early in the game. So, what was some of the things you was able to capitalize off of?
It's really just building off last week. It's building off getting to the checkdowns. When you see it, pull it, take it. Playing in rhythm, like all those different things. Like I lurk and I learn and I prove to myself, like I can do that. Like that's an aspect of my game that I gotta be more consistent with. But I can see that. And like even the last drive, for example, and I respect, and I was telling them like during the game, like I respect their defense. I respect kind of like their coaching and how it was, because if you understand, it was kind of like Tampa 2, that Mike Backer running, walling, taking that middle, because we had a through route, a vertical route from the inside. Then we had a dagger coming, but then as soon as and I'm like, okay, cool, I got the dagger. But then he peeled off and then was waiting on that dagger. So by the time I went there, then it was just hard to get back down. I ran out of time. So that's just like in those situations, it's like you got to tip your cap to them. Like that's the whole why. Because if you playing like, that's the ideal coverage you want a dagger in. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, we would have got to the check down. We would have got to there quicker. But that's the why of you didn't just take that quick completion, because it was there, but that's good coaching. That's good coaching.
Shedeur, when you see Quinshawn go down, just first off, what's going through your head in that moment? How do you, as the quarterback, try to kind of get the rest of the guys back up? Because, it's obviously a teammate and somebody going through that.
Well, it really hurt that Quinshawn went down. Like me and Quinshawn was in the room talking yesterday till like 11:30, just about life, just about everything, because the type of person he is, and I know he been through a lot, and just building that bond with the rookie class, like having that be the new energy, and kind of stay on track with everything. So knowing that he went down with that, it was definitely sad. It was definitely sad because I'm like, backside, I can't throw this slant. They covering it. They in like 2. I can't throw this slant. He heavy inside. So, yeah. So that was my only option. That was my option with throwing it. So I feel bad because like I threw it, But yeah, Truthfully, yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
When sometimes when quarterbacks take sacks, people just say, "Oh, he's holding the ball too long." But to your point about the coverage adjustments and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
what context do people miss sometimes when they say?
I mean, if you're in a world of pleasing people, you'll never be happy. So I'm thankful that I was able to prove to myself, that I'm able to play on time. I'm able to step up in the pocket. Like, I'm able to do that. Like, you got to speak life into yourself, because if you look external for that, it's not going to happen, So, like, you just can't live in a world of thinking about other people's opinion, Like, you could take everything with a grain of salt. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, now I should have got to that check down, but the why was the reason. So it's like, who am I to just sit there and argue back and forth, about that? Like, that's me. I got to recognize, I got to recognize that and get back down, So that's just building on experience. It's building on time. That's building. So I look at those moments, okay, like, you got me. If you're going to give me now, Because I know in the future, all these are building blocks. These are all lessons that I'm definitely putting in my bag and going to grow from.
Shedeur, did they do something to increase or change their pass rush in the last 2 series? Because it seemed like they were jumping on you pretty quickly.
I'm not sure. I just know I just got to probably just get the ball out a little quicker. That's it. Yeah.
How's it with the mindset on that 4th and 2? Obviously, could have been a putt situation. You guys go for it on 4th down. What was going through your mind at that time?
Q kind of like explained what happened. Like, I just played a lot of plays.
That was the right decision. Go for it on 4th and 2.
I know you can't be asking me that question, man. Come on, man. We can't see that's like the thing. Like, if we want to change the narrative, change the franchise, if we want to like help, we got to speak life. You can't. Those type of things is like separate us. Like a lot of the players like get these type of questions, and then we want to be working with y'all. We want to be proactive, but like when you ask questions or when questions are asked to us players, and it's like you pinning stuff against each other, it's like, come on now, It's like a thing in the locker room. Like, we're not gonna be able to talk to them for real. We're not gonna be able to give them what they need, like, because that separates the team. That don't help anything. It don't help anything in any situation, no matter how you answer it.
We got time for 3 more. We're going to get you,
and then I don't know who else to
how's
ask.
it
Tony
working
and Chris, and then we done. We just been there 8 minutes.
working with your tight end, Harold Fanning.
Yeah.
How does that seem like you had plays scripted, and then did the Bills try to take him away later in the game? Because you were very effective with him early on.
Yeah. I think a lot of teams try to attack us in different ways. Whether that's exotics, whether that's pressures, whether that's doubling somebody, whether that's something. And now thinking about that 4th and 2. That 4th and 2, that great defense, great everything. So you look at that front side safety. You look at him, and then you got to see where he buzzed down, and everything happened so quick to where if y'all was on the same, that takes time for y'all to be on the same page and know, okay, this is a certain type of route, it's gonna develop a little bit, but in certain situations you can speed up and you can get there quicker, So that's about seeing in the same lens. That's about the time on task. That's about a lot of different things, and you can't. Them processes are just something you're just gonna have to be able to grind through,
How do you?
Shedeur, a lot of the conversation this past week was about you completing more passes, and you did that today.
Mm-hmm.
So was that the theme of the practice week for you?
No, it's just a mental thing. It was kind of like understand that
I didn't mean to become this. But when you steal alien artifacts,
winning in this game in the league is play by play. So you got to play each play for what it is, and don't try to do a lot, and try to take what's there and try to do that. So oftentimes, like in the past now, I want to win, so I'm trying to get to it. instead of like slow down, you know, take the check down, take what's in front of you, take the easy stuff, do what you got to do, and as the game goes on and as time goes on, you'll be able to you're gonna be able to chop it down. You're gonna be able to move the ball, keep getting completion. So it was just a mentality. It was just something like that I just had to like focus on mentally, you know, in that aspect of when to get to it.
Last one from Chris.
You said the why. You talked about the why a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
Is that maybe the biggest thing you've started to kind of grasp over the course of these 5 starts is the why of what happened the last play and you know, changing it going forward?
Yeah, I think when you explain the why, then you're able to understand perspective. So that's why we, you know, even in the quarterback room, it's like, okay, why'd you miss this read? Like, this was the why. This is what I'm thinking. So at times, like, sometimes we gotta put things in the simplest form. So simplest form to understand the exact thought process and not assume. That's why, you know. So that's why I break it down. That's why I say that, because like it don't take much. It don't take much. We not far from success. You know, it's all of us thinking the same thing at the same time. You know, that's all it is. And I think we get closer to it. I think each and every day, each and every game, each and every rep, you know, we get closer to everything. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for everything. I'm definitely didn't love the outcome of this game, but I understand it's a lot that we did win. You know, we won mentally today, and that's something, you know, I'll take and move forward.